live a few seconds early, so it might take a while for people to catch up with us. It's good to see everybody on here. Thank you for being here tonight. Wow, there are a lot of comments already. I'm rocking. I hope it doesn't bother everybody. And that's an orange stripe coming off that used to look like that on my rig. I am sitting outside. I don't know if y'all can hear them or not, but the ravens are going crazy. Texan Lou is in Round Rock. I see that Lucretia is on here, and she is in Eugene, Oregon. Hey, Gray, good to see you. And Sandy is on here. Good to see everybody. Hi, Lynn. I enjoyed chatting with you this week. Sharon Feeney, Henrietta. I'm so glad that you're ready for the live chat, Henrietta. That's awesomeness. And Susan is in North Carolina. Susan, I hope that you are doing okay with the weather there. And thank you, Robert, for greeting all of the early birds. I'm not sure if Carol is going to join us tonight or not. I've been busy and didn't contact her, so that's my bad. And hopefully she will be on here. Brenda, your stickers went out this week. I hope that you get them soon for winning that contest last time. And Susan Leatherwood is on here. And yeah, y'all is the apostrophe between the Y and the A. That is correct. And let's see who else is on here. Kathy Decree, hello, my darling. Good to see you. And yes, the sketchy crew. I'm looking forward to getting pictures of t-shirts from you guys. Can y'all hear all the birds? It's crazy. And Susie, hi, glad that you're on here. How is your shoulder doing? Susie just had surgery, everybody. Pearl, my darling, are you at your sister's yet? I can't keep up. And we need to catch up and talk soon. It's so good to see you guys. Richard Albert, I hope I'm saying that right. Hello all, he says. And I know, for the topics, that was a pretty festive thumbnail. For what it's worth, I promise the topics won't be too bad tonight, but we are going to discuss some crapola. And let's see, we did celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I can't wait to share that video with y'all, but we'll talk a little bit about it tonight. The sun's going to be going down over here, so I may have to move that way in a little bit. I'm not sure. Cousin Cindy and Mike from Lake Jackson, I love you guys, and thank you for keeping tabs on me this week, and thank you for keeping me up to date on what all you're going through. Doreen, hi. I've lost track. I know y'all are getting on the road soon. Keep me up to date. I will always forget. Well, maybe not. I shouldn't own that. But I most likely will always forget dates. So keep me up to date, please, on what you're doing and when. I know you're hitting the road soon. And Susan, yes, you were one of the early birds tonight. So let's see what all we got going on here. Let's see. Cardi's Adventures, good to see you on here. I've missed you. And Grace says she always gets on early and then something happens and she has to run. Probably Taco getting into trouble. No, I'm just kidding. Taco never gets into trouble. That's too funny. And Megan, I got your stickers in the mail today from you winning that, tying with Brenda on that contest today. But today is, I was thinking today was Saturday, and so I almost didn't run them up to the post office, but I don't know if they already went out or if it'll be Monday, but yours is in the mail too. So those are out. So you guys enjoy and let me know when you got them. And Sandy says she's in Blythe and it's 95 and wonderful. It is, that's a little bit hot for me there, Sandy, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. And 72, that's a beautiful day in Lake Jackson. Cindy, Box Van D, good to see you on here, sweetheart. Thank you. Adventures with Jane says that they are running late. Mark and Irene, you are not. You are on time. Kim, hey, Letty, and Chuck, good to see you guys. Love you. Val and Greg, I need to catch up with you guys about my plans. Travel plans, which I don't actually know yet. I'm still working on it, but I'll know by the end of this weekend because I've got some things, and I'm going to share that tonight of what all I'm working on. And hi, Kathy Harris, and she says, can't wait to join my FNL. I'm so glad. The Egg and I. What did you think about Joan's Scamp video that went up yesterday? Rob Wakely, my dear friend from way back, good to see you on here. I have enjoyed following what all you're posting and how excited you are about getting on the road soon. It makes me so happy. Let's see. Pearl says she is not at her sister's yet, so we need to talk. Pearl, catch me up. We'll talk by phone maybe this weekend sometime. Deborah Alderman says hi. Christine H says hi. And Val, we need to talk, sweetheart. I'm working on it. And yes, Megan, I got your email, and your stickers are in the mail, literally. They're already in the box. And Judy is in Alabama. I hope that you are doing okay with the weather too. I've got friends in the area, and I know that the weather there has been acting up. Ooh, Christmas Valley, Oregon, Judy. Doesn't that sound like a lovely place? And hey, Frugal, good to see you on here. Do drop in, crapola. Yeah, I use that word a lot. That's too funny. Judy Abernathy, hello, my darling. I sure am enjoying my Berkey. Thank you. And Susie says that she is doing good. I'm so glad to hear that. And another Susie says howdy. That is so awesomeness. Cynthia is here from Wisconsin. Isn't this fun? Everybody kind of sometimes blasts me for saying hello to everybody, but I don't care. I enjoy it. And anytime you come to my house, I am going to say hello to you for sure. Howard Moses and the Dan Van is in the house. Were your ears burning today? Dan, Frugal, and I were talking about you, but in a good way. Let's see. C-Dubs is in the house too. Hello, my darling. And Carol, Carol made it. Hi, sweetheart. I was just telling people that I had forgotten to touch base with you today, so I didn't know if you'd be on or not. I should have known you were. You're so awesome. And I'm doing a handheld, I'm holding my phone by hand tonight, so I apologize if it's shaky. And Kathy is asking me if I got my People's Magazine that she sent me. No, Kathy, I thought I told you, and if I didn't, I'm sorry. I told you that I wouldn't be in town until the 11th or 12th, which is coming up here pretty soon, and so I'll be able to get it then. And Western Texas, 90 degrees, says Texas lady. So yeah, it's pretty hot all over, I think. But it's all good too, right? Let's see what else we got. Brenda says she loves the interview and tour with Joan. Thank you. Yes, that was awesomeness. And Grace says the same thing, and Deborah Alderman says the same thing. That's so great. Let's see. I should have brought my water out here. Susan O says the same thing too. Hi, Susan. And it is Friday, but I woke up thinking it was Saturday, and then I even said something about I had to get ready for my live chat, which is Friday. So I went Friday, Saturday, Friday, and I've been doing that all day. And Rebecca McKinney says she wants to learn how to paint rocks. I tried. Here's a story for you guys. I tried to paint a rock. Joan helped me, and I was going to send it to a friend of mine that I hadn't heard from in quite a while. And when I contacted her to let her know that I was sending it to her, it turns out she doesn't agree with some of the things I put on my channel or something, and she didn't want it. And I'm like, that's fine. I told Joan to paint over it and give it to somebody else. But I painted my first rock with Joan, and it was such fun, and it looked so kindergarten compared to the wonderful art that she does. But it was fun to do nonetheless. Clara says she's in the Midwest. Good to see you on here. And Arthur Leslie, hi, I've been enjoying your comments. I'm sorry that I haven't replied back yet. And Carol is in Michigan with 55, and that just sounds lovely. It is warm here. Cardi says it's toasty there too. Kathy says she saw a scamp today. I know, they're really cool little rigs. Lauri, you made it on here tonight. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you. And you'd be so proud of me, Lauri. I had 3 cups of coffee today. That's probably why I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But I was feeling really down, and so I drank. I usually only drink 1, maybe 1.5 or 2 cups of coffee, and I had 3 big cups of coffee today. And Henrietta says she's in Huntsville. Kaylee, Rayda. Hi, Marcia, Mouse Boots 46. Good to see you on here. I just love it when everybody shows up. Thank you, guys. Oh, Sissy Taylor. Hello, sweetheart. Couple on miles you can go. There you go. Thank you, Sissy. I appreciate it. I'll be hitting the road, not this coming week, but the next week. And every little bit helps, so I really appreciate it. Frugal RV Gal says, hey, Dan, we love the Dan van. And yes, we sure do. Dan the Van, Dan Man Van. When I first met him, can't remember what year it was, 2017 maybe, Dan? I don't remember. But bless his heart, I never could get his name right. And it's so simple and it's so beautiful, the Dan Van. But I would call him the Dan Van Man, the Man Van Dan guy. I finally got it, though. It was hilarious. Yes, all of them that are up that went to Tennessee, including Dan, had some great videos, and Dan just put one up today too. And Doreen is still in Venus and saying it's 87 there. Ocean Shores, Washington, and Aloha Montgomery also has a scamp. That's great. I love everything that you guys share. Thank you. Oh, you got snow today, Megan? Oh, that's crazy in southern Michigan. I forget, because I'm here in the upper 90s during the day, that it can be so cold in other places. So I appreciate everybody that is on here. And not hot in Maine, Marcia says. She said may have hit 62 today. And yes, Joan's paintings are awesome. Sue says hi from Minnesota. This is so, oh, Sissy, you sent another one. Whoops, one more mile, $5 of gas per gallon. Might get up and up gas goes. Enjoy your travel. Yes, and she's not joking, you guys. Thank you so much, Sissy. So what she's talking about is that on mountains, on hills, even hills, but let alone mountains, this poor beast behind me, she gets 5 miles per gallon. She normally gets 8 to 10, but I took her on her inaugural trip to Alabama Hills, and we went through the Panamint Mountains, and she got 5 miles to the gallon. It was insane, and she could only do like 25 miles per hour up the mountains, and she did the best she could. But that is exactly right. So thank you, because if I get 5 miles to the gallon, you just gave me 5 miles down the road. So thank you. I love it, and I'll take every little bit of it that I can, and I'll do each mile in honor of you guys. That's for sure. And I can't wait to hit the road. Meandering Meerkat says it's cool and breezy in Atlanta. 60s, for example. And Wanda Craig, thank you, because it was it made me very sad to lose a friend, and I still don't know why, but it's okay. It's all good. I got lots of others, and every person is special to me, and I lose people, and I never really know why. They just find exception with something I do or say, and I can't do anything about that. I can't control that. The Dan Van says it was 2018 when we met. Really? Seriously? I felt like we'd known each other longer than that. And loving that. Oh, Frugal says she's loving that I did some rock paint. Me too. Wouldn't it be fun to be as artistic as Joan is? And so Frugal's asking, saying, how is the weather there? It is hot and steamy, believe it or not. It's steamy. But she says she thinks she knows and love you. And I love you too, Frugal. Thank you. But it's hot and steamy, baby girl. Let's see those rocks. Sissy says the rocks she paints looks like bees on them, but she has a really steady hand. Joan does some amazing work with her rocks. I'm already behind on comments, aren't I? And I hope my rocking isn't driving y'all crazy. Michael, exactly. I'll say yeah, amen to that. And over 100 watching, really? Yeah, I got 120 on here. And I'll get to the topics here in a minute. I've got 60 thumbs up. So if you will shut just the comments, not the live chat, and hit that thumbs up, and then open the live chat comments back up and come back, I would really appreciate it, because it really does help. In the meantime, let me see if I can flip the camera. Y'all look at Bandito. Bandito, what are you doing, baby? You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? You want to say hi to everybody? He is so cute. He's out here walking around in the garden, and I'm out here underneath, let me see, I'm out here underneath my oleanders. And yes, I know oleanders are toxic to animals, but I keep a close eye on Bandit, I promise you. And he's all good. So let me see if I can catch back up where I was. I have to have my glasses on. Lori says, I hear you have to have coffee every morning. Yeah, I actually, you guys, I was skipping some today. And so I put a pot roast on, and it wasn't getting hot. I mean, it wasn't cooking, and I was getting frustrated because it just wasn't, it was like rubber. It wasn't cooking. And then I realized I didn't have my crock pot plugged in. So yeah, it wasn't cooking at all. And I had my coffee pot on for 2 hours before I remembered that I'd made coffee. And so I finally had my coffee. And by then I really wanted some coffee. So I had 3 cups, like I said. And tapestry tart. Thank you, Debra. That's sweet. Thank you. Oh, Grace says she's beaching it in California. You're beaching it in California, and Frugal's beaching it where she's at. I'm jelly of both of you, but I'm very happy for you. And let's see. Oh, thank you, Val. I love that icon. And let's see. Dewdrop In says she misses deliveries in Atlanta. My allergies out here in the desert are killing me. Isn't that crazy? And Carol says, can't please them all. Ain't that the truth? Oh, Box Van D, thank you. Cup of coffee on me, my friend. You are amazing. You are too. Thank you so much. Been enjoying your videos, and thank you, Box Van D. That is so sweet. And Frugal says, just keep being you. I will work on that, and I plan on doing that, and I'll probably keep running more people off, but all I can do is be me. So that's all I can do. And if people like it or don't, and that's okay. Everybody's got their own taste. Deborah Alderman says she just did her thumbs up. That's so sweet. And let's see. Yeah, steamy weather in the desert. Let's see, now I'm blushing. Let's see, C-Dubs has a room with a view now. Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, because she put a window in her van. Very astute to drop in. She super happy about it, as you should be, C-Dubs. And Frugal says the first thing she does is coffee. Well, I turned it on first thing. So I kind of did it first thing. I just didn't drink it first thing. And yeah, it wasn't plugged. So I turned my coffee on and didn't drink it. And I turned my crock pot on, but it wasn't plugged in. So it was a heck of a morning. So there you go. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment, Teresa. And Lori says, allergies bad in the PNW. I bet that's right. I know they hit me when I was up there. And that's one of the travel things I'm going to talk about. Oh, I'm not a movie star, but that's hilarious, Kathy. I know movie stars, but I ain't one. So that's just too funny. And thank you all for the thumbs up. So I need my first topic, and I don't have, Jean Roberto says I'm allergic to tumbleweed among other desert plants and trees. Yeah, I hear you. Those tumbleweeds. Oh, y'all, I'm going to turn this around. Let me see. I think I can turn this around. Y'all, look at my yard art that I put up before my friend Joan was here, and she helped me put up my yard art. Robert, I'm going to swing back to that in just a minute. Thank you so much. So we put concrete in I painted these tires last summer while I was here before I left. And then when Joan was here, she helped me put Quickcrete in them. And we put this telephone, it's a burned in half electrical conducing telephone pole that burned, and then over to the left of it is a shepherd's hook, and we put it all in Quickcrete because we get, as you know, we get haboobs here, and I didn't want it to blow away when I'm gone. And then also down here on the ground, I'll show you one more thing. I have this pole. They had a fire here in the park, and it took out a lot of the old electrical stuff. And so my manager said that I could have it and do yard art with it. And so I did, and I just love it. And so that was a lot of fun. let's see. Okay, fun Cinco de Mayo festivity. I had to make myself go, and I'm so glad I did. Kathy says I need a drink of water. Well, I will take a drink. Hold on. How do you know, Kathy? Am I like slurring my words or something? I have to keep a lid on top of this. That's what the clinking is. And because bugs get in it. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Carol, I'll come back to that topic too. Oh, Rayda, thank you. I'm going to show you Bandit. So Bandit is now laying on his bed, and you can see he was playing with his toy, and he gave his toy up, and he is just sitting there. He loves watching the birds, and he'll watch the yard art because the birds like playing, coming in and out of the yard art. And so I will make sure that I get him some treats with that, Rayda. Thank you so much. And that is lovely, and it is truly appreciated. Yes, the old telephone line insulators, and so they were going to just get rid of all that stuff. And so I asked my manager, I said, can I have it? And he's like, what do you want it for? And I'm like, I'm going to make yard art. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then I went and got the tires because they were down by the dumpster, and I was rolling them up to, this was again last year before I left, and I was rolling them up to my lot, and he goes, what are you going to do with those? And I'm like, they're going to be part of the yard art. So they were all kind of laughing their asses off at me, but now they get it, and they're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And so anyway, it makes it, thank you, Robert. It does make it look homey, and it makes it look like an established site. And this is just this side. I'm doing some stuff on the other side too. Michael McLester, you are awful. I love you. And everybody, that's my cousin. And his wife has probably hit him on the arm and banished him. But I love your sense of humor, Mike. Thank you, Frugal. I'm glad you like the yard art. You too, Texas lady. Thank you for all the compliments. And Brenda says her dad made cable reels into tables. Yes, and that's most people in the 70s had stuff like that. And so the tires only took 4 cans of spray paint, 2 cans of for each tire, and I just really loved it. So I'm going to go back to the topic. It was the Cinco de Mayo, I think, was the first one. It's off of social media where I listed them all. I think there were like 7 topics, and I can't find it. Hold on, I gotta go find it. I scrolled back too far. Hold on, I'll find it. I asked you for it too soon, evidently, Robert, because now I'm having to back up and find it. Oh, here it is. A fun Cinco de Mayo, and if you're wondering where the topics come from, I will put them in the pinned comment and the video description after this, but it's what I put on social media, on Facebook, a YouTube post, and Instagram. So it says, a fun Cinco de Mayo festivity. I had to make myself go, and I'm so glad I did. So I'm going to quit looking at comments so that I can talk about that. And so, of course, day before yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. And when that video comes out, which I think is going to be on the 24th, so it's going to be a little bit later than Cinco de Mayo, but I've got other videos already scheduled between now and then, you'll see that I had a blast. But you guys, I was so intimidated to go by myself. We went to a town about 30 miles from here, and I got to take Bandit. And I went because one of my neighbors here at my docking station, he has kind of like a one-man band. He plays soundtracks, and he'll play like the flute or the saxophone or the drums or the piano or the keyboard to augment the track. And he was playing at this place called Roadhouse 95, and he invited me, and he said Bandit could come. And of course, Bandit has his little sombrero that you guys saw on the thumbnail. And so I was determined to make myself go, because back a long time ago, when I was suffering with my TBI symptoms and everything, I became agoraphobic, you guys. I wouldn't even get out of the house. I mean, I literally would not even step out the front door. I would have my windows open only if there was nobody around. It's a horrible, painful disease, and it was all mental from brain stuff. And I lived that way for a year and a half. And I can tell because I'm alone now, and that bird, he's just a chirping away. I'm kind of struggling with that a little bit again. And I know that it is just mental. I know that people with other cognitive disabilities can also suffer from such a thing. And so mind over matter, I know it's just my brain, and I almost still gave into it and didn't go, but I was determined to not let myself cave to that fear. And so I made myself go, and it took all day, and it took help from my friends telling me, you can do this, and I made myself go, and I'm so glad I did. I went by myself, and I had a blast, and you'll have to wait for the video. But it's just an example of, you know, go, just keep on keeping on. And I mean, sometimes there's a fine line between discernment and fear, but if you know it's fear keeping you from doing something and there's no rational reason for it, I encourage you to do what you can and elicit the help of your friends and family to not give in to that, and to do what you need to do to live life as large and full as you can. And that's what I had to do on Cinco de Mayo. I only stayed about a little over 2 hours, and I came home, but my dog had a good time. He was the hit of the party with his little sombrero and everything, and we just had a good time. And so I encourage you to try to feel the fear and do it anyway. Keep on keeping on. I'm going to go back to the comments for a moment. Gray says, love your yard. It's so peaceful. Thank you, Gray. And if you guys remember, Gray was one of the ones that helped me polish my RV. And so she has been here at my home base, my docking station. Cindy, I knew you were going to get after Mike. And that means a lot to me, Gray, that you enjoy my docking station, because it is my home base. And let's see, yard art helps to pick you up on a gloomy day. That's true, Megan, and I just wanted to make it more of my home. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but right to the right of my yard art is my shed on this side. And so it's really quite fun. Let's see, what else I've got. Dewdrop In says your neighbor is super talented. He is, and he's 76 years old, and he rocked a gig for 4 hours, you guys, and he only took 2 breaks, and they were very short breaks. I was just like, damn, dude, you're killing it. And Kathy Decree, she says you stepped out of your comfort zone. And Frugal, thank you. I don't know if I did a great job, but I did it, and thank you for your help too. And Tapestry Tart says they'll wait for the video, keep an eye out for it. Yes, I even danced a little bit, and once I got there, I was just fine, but it was not easy. Let me see. Can you tell me which video dog link for the noise vibrate dog bark? Lauri, hopefully my mods got you covered, but it is the top 10 traveling with dogs video. Sunny Ross, oh, that's so sweet of you. Such kind words. Thank you. And I'm inspiring to a sketchy crew. Well, I'll take that. Thank you so much. Kathy says maybe you can do some art on your shed. Probably not. On the other side, I do have the letters, and I have a planter hanger that I can put plants on, but I'm not going to be here long enough to have a planter or flowers this time, so I didn't do it. Y'all are just Tony, I miss you too. And we'll have to catch up by phone, sweetheart. And Dewdrop In wants to know, how was my beef stew meat? It was great. I don't know how my pot roast is going to turn out that I have in there today because I didn't turn it on till too late. And Lori calls me a party animal. Yes, I was a party animal for a whole 2 hours. That's too funny. So I need to know what my next topic was. Box Van D says she wants to paint a mural on her truck. You've got it, Box Van D. Just go for it. You can always paint over it if you don't like it. And thank you for asking everybody to do the thumbs up, Cynthia. I have 130 on and 95 thumbs up, so we're doing good. I appreciate that. I'm going to take a drink while Robert gets me my next topic, or anybody that can grab it from social media. I'd appreciate it. I can't, my computer's inside, and sorry, I can't look at my computer, and I have my phone out here too. I wouldn't be able to see my laptop because of the sun. So let's see what else we got. My dog has gone underneath the RV now, so I can't show him to you. Yeah, I appreciate y'all encouraging D. Yes, D, just do it. You can always paint over it if you don't like it. So, number 2, when writing sucks for authors. Okay, so you guys know that I've written 3 books, and I have to tell you something before I jump into the when writing. Hi, baby boy, did you come back? You're a good boy. So take a drink. Yeah, I need to take a drink and probably go refill. Thank you, Frugal. So while I was on the phone today, my neighbor came over, and I had given him a copy of my book, A Pigeon Story. And you guys, he came over with tears in his eyes, and I didn't know what was going on or what might be wrong at first. But he only came to tell me that he had just finished reading my book, and it had touched him very deeply. And he shared a personal story of something in the book that hit home for him. And he's like, I probably should have waited to come over but I just finished it. And he goes, it really hit me hard. And he was thanking me for my book, and that just really touched me. And I thought, of all nights, I'm going to be sharing, when writing sucks for authors, because I have been facing some depression, and I'll talk about that in a moment. I haven't been able to write like I want to, and I'm working on my 4th book. And I got up this morning, though, and I did write the beginning of a short story for my next book, which will be my 5th book. And I already have two stories started on it, but it'll be another book about real things happening out here on the road that really happen, and I embellish it. And so what I'm writing, How Being a Nomad Saved My Life, is not easy to go back and visit the initial brain injury, the subsequent brain surgery, and then how special this life is to me, to try and capture that and put it down in words, even though I love writing. And it is kicking my ass. And I have in here what I want to say, but getting it out in words and getting it to read like I want to convey, because it reminds me of the old movie with Sidney Poitier, To Sir with Love, and the song, How Do You Thank Someone from taking you from cradle to perfume. It's like, how do you thank someone? How do you put into words a life that gave you back your life and gave you life and allows you to live larger than life? And it is just kicking my butt to write this book. And it's not that I need a muse or that I'm stifled and don't know what to say. It's that critical voice about that what I'm saying isn't good enough to capture it. And so I'm going to have to find a way to get past that. And I'm going to have to find a way to just get it done and get it not over with, but get the story told. Nora Roberts wrote a book about you know, how she writes so many books, and she says her job is just to tell the story. She doesn't edit as she goes. She just tells the story, and then she goes back and edits, and then she lets her editor edit, and then she lets the publisher edit her editor. Her job is just to tell the story. And so that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to just tell the story. But it has really sucked to try to get this down and out there for you guys. And but I'm getting closer. I am working on it. I've missed so many deadlines that if I was working for a publishing house, and they would have already fired me. So I'm not even going to say when it's coming out anymore. I may even write another book of stories about being on the road before it actually gets finished. I'm just not going to put that kind of deadline and pressure on myself anymore to finish this particular book, even though it's timely, and even though it's really kind of tied to the movie that I was just in, and that my friends just won so many Academy Awards for, because it has to flow or it won't read right and be right anyway. And so I I told myself I was going to commit to getting up and writing so many hours every morning and da-da-da-da. And writing is not my problem. I can sit down and start writing, and hours or days will go by, and I'll realize I haven't eaten or done anything else because I love writing and it just consumes me. So writing is not my problem. It's the editor in my head. That's the problem. And I just really need to get past that. And so y'all hold that vision for me, please, that I will just be able to write it and not be my own worst critic as I'm writing it, and just get the story told. So let me catch up with some more comments. And the sun is getting really hot. I may have to move because it's killing me. Hold on. I pulled my hair up and everything to stay as warm as I possibly could. Let's see. I've missed some stuff. I see y'all talking to each other. I love this. I'm sorry for whatever I've missed. It looks like a lot of fun. Freddie must have said something funny because I see everybody saying something. Oh, Texas Lady, I'm so glad you're here. She says she found my channel a few months ago. A few weeks ago. Well, thank you for being here. That means a lot to me. Tony is on here and saying hi to our old campmates. Hey, Wanda Craig. Let's see. Oh, there comes a nice breeze. Oh, come on, breeze, because it's hot out here. That was another thing. I tell you what, I would make a deal with the devil to get out of here by the middle of the month. I am not spending another summer here. I am just not going to do it. It just gets so hot. It's already in the upper 90s here during the day. And whatever I have to do, I'm leaving here by the middle of the month. We'll talk about that in a moment. I think that's my next topic. I'm not sure, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Oh, Frugal says her favorite book is The Journey Begins. Thank you, Frugal. Lauri says that she sent me coffee, cash, PayPal. I don't know, sweetheart. I can't look at it while I'm on the phone. I'm sorry, but I will let you know as soon as the live chat is over and tell you. Let's see. But thank you, and thank you. I'm sorry that I can't go check right now. Let's see. Oh, Texas Lady says she's going to check out my books. Thank you. Tony, thank you. Tony has all 3 of my books and has read them. Thank you, Tony. And I have pictures of Tony and other people with my books that I haven't put up yet, but I will be. And, thank you, Lauri. Lauri's read all 3 of my books as well. I really appreciate that. And I love it when people send me pictures with my books. That's awesomeness. And thank you, Rebecca, for the support and encouragement. That means a lot to me. Let's see. I'm catching up on comments. Megan, that's true. Megan says her therapist told her if she was as tough on others as she is on herself, she would end up in jail. Be kind to yourself. Yeah, and I always say, you know, up here sometimes can be a hood that you don't want to hang out in. And but I'm better. I got past it. But oh, Frugal, thank you for those kind words. And those are true. Well, they're not true Nomad stories. Everything in the Journey Begins, every one of those stories are based on something true that happened out here. And I say that I just changed the names to protect the guilty. And that's true because it is based on something true. Lynn says she just wrote, oops, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I hope I didn't block somebody. Oh, I did. I blocked somebody and I didn't mean to. I bumped the wrong thing. So if I block somebody, moderators, can you undo that for me? Because I didn't mean to do that. But, oh, it was Lynn McKenzie. Let me see if I can unblock her. Hold on. Let me see. Did I get it back? Oh, I hope I did. I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. Hopefully it comes back. I am so sorry. I just hit the wrong button. I am so sorry. I should not be hitting buttons while I'm trying to talk. Why don't I just try to walk and talk and chew gum at the same time too? We'll just throw that in there. Anyway, so I see that Shelly, I'm going to have to get out of the sun because I can't see the, y'all hang on, because I can't see the screen because the sun's moving around. So I'm going to come over here. I'm getting out of the sun. Watch out, baby boy. Hold on. Ah. Oh, God, this is so much better. I am out of the sun. Yay. Hold on. I got to get my table because it's got my drink and stuff on it. I forgot that the sun was going to be setting down over there, and that is just not good. But hold on. I'm almost done. No, baby boy, you can't go that way. Come back around. Good job. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Y'all still there? Now I got to make sure my table doesn't fall over. Okay. So table set, that set, MoFi set, lid on drink is set. I only dropped one thing and I don't think it hurt it. So okay, we're set. Ah, oh, that's so much better. Now let me go see what y'all are saying. Oh Lord, gotta get another drink. Hold on. Hi Bubby. No, you can't get up there. So now I'm over here in front of my ugly refrigerator door, but at least it's in the shade and it's so much better. Okay. Michael, you're so funny. Lynn, I am, it says I unhid you, but I still can't see your message, and I'm so sorry, but congratulations on your book, because I see somebody says that you said you finished a book, and somebody said congratulations, and so oh good. So here's what Carol says. She said she wrote a book and it releases tomorrow. Took a long time and tons of hard work. Well, good for you. That's so awesome, and you're back. Yay. I'm so sorry I did that, but I'm glad, and congratulations on your book. There you go. Freddie says that she will be reading my books and in a hammock. That's awesome, and with Box Van D's poems and music. There you go. Oh, good. I didn't block you. Just accidentally. Still, I did not mean to do that, and thank you for being so understanding. That y'all are awesomeness. Yes, Sissy, I will be happy to sign your books if I ever see you. Just remind me and have them with you. That would be awesomeness. Tony 1955 is in. And Frugal says, how is the weather there? It's getting steamier by the moment, Frugal. Check with me afterwards. Oh, that's too funny. No, Shell. The only thing that got her post deleted was my fat thumb. Yeah, where's my pool boy to move the umbrella? Come on. Oh gosh. And Arthur is trying to get me into Mississippi, saying there's plenty of shade. Let's see. Um, yeah, Cardi says Chloe still wants Bandit to be her boyfriend. That's too funny. And I'm sorry, this is not such a good view of my rig, but there's my front door, my refrigerator door, my tire. I think that used to be where the furnace was, but I don't have a furnace anymore. Okay, so Lori says P&W and cooler weather waiting for you to come. Robert, I need to know what my next topic is, please. And my AC is working, but it is so hot here already. That's why I am not. Read my lips, universe. I don't care. I'm not staying past the 17th. I'm leaving this area. It is already so hot in the upper 90s that my AC can't keep my RV barely into the 70s. And so as it gets hotter and hotter, it's just going to be harder. Can't talk tonight. What else is new? You guys know me. I need one of those clip umbrellas for your chair. No, then I just have something else to carry, Doreen. That's a good idea, but I ain't adding anything else to my inventory. That is for sure. Let's see. Okay, so my next topic is 3 options. So I thought that's where I was. Thank you, Robert. 3 options for summer travel and why the decision is making me mental. Okay, I am better today because once I realized, I'm sorry, I got allergies and this eye is just watering. So once I realized what was making me mental and why I was not wanting to get up in the mornings, in addition to the book being so hard for me to write, but I can get past that. That's just a writer's thing. And when you're an author, sometimes it just sucks to try to write. Not usually for me, it flows, but it's because of the content that I'm writing about. I literally can sit down, like I said, and write and type for hours on end and never get tired of it. But what has been making me most mental, I think, is, oh God, Michael, I'd love an awning for Phoenix. Let me see if I can show y'all. I don't know, hold on. So, can y'all see that big white thing right here? It goes, and up there, that's where there used to be an awning on, hi baby boy. You wanna come up? All the way. Oh, good boy. There used to be an awning, he wanted to jump in my lap. There used to be an awning on, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi, everybody. There used to be an awning on Phoenix. And when they tried to, when the previous owner, or I think it was the previous owner, tried to take it down, it kind of fell on them and ripped, and so they fixed that. And so it has one awning over one window, short one, there, okay, short one, and one awning over another window, short one, but it doesn't have like an awning. Oh God, that would be so wonderful to be able to sit underneath an awning one day. I'm so proud of this rig and how far she's come. It's kind of like my dog, just progress after progress after progress. Let's see, I kind of I got kind of sidetracked on that. Let me see if I can catch up. Hold on. I know I've missed some comments. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. I totally forgot. Oh, travels. Okay. So, is that I have to get out of here, and I will get out of here. But I have 3 options, and what I'm going to do is a spreadsheet, and it's going to list all the weather, the campsites, the miles, elevations, and believe it or not, Starbucks locations. Not because I have to have a Starbucks, although they're nice, but because wherever there's a Starbucks, there's internet. And so I have my Friday Night Live that I'm committed to. I need to be able to upload videos to Robert for him to be able to edit. And I have been asked by Howa to start a Saturday morning virtual caravan class. So 2 days a week, Friday night for my Friday Night Live and Saturday mornings, and upload videos, I absolutely have to have internet. So if you think about it, hey, mobile traveler, squirrel, welcome. But if you think about it, wherever there is a Starbucks, golly, hi birdie, wherever there is a Starbucks, there is good internet. So my plan is to camp, and we'll see how it goes. I've got to put all this, map all this out on spreadsheets because, like I said, those are the 5 things I'm going to track. And I will, once I get all of that mapped out, but my plan is to not camp more than an hour or so away from a Starbucks. But I also have to take into account the temperatures. And Christine, I'm not talking about using Starbucks. I'm talking about just there being internet in the area. But yes, some Starbucks are starting to allow you to come inside. But even sometimes if you're out in their parking lot, you can pick up good internet. But if there is a Starbucks in that town, it is guaranteed that town has pretty good internet. And so that's my guideline for internet, because I don't care what app you have. I have at least 5 apps that help me narrow in on internet until you get to your campsite and actually do a speed test. I don't care. And people say, oh, if you can see the tower, you're okay. That's not true. That tower might not have anything to do with your internet carrier or your phone carrier. It might be a TV tower. You don't know what that tower is. And yes, I know that there are apps that can tell you where the towers are that service your phone and your internet, but they're not even accurate anymore because, and especially during the pandemic, some were decommissioned for the government, some are overloaded, some sell out to other sellers for a time being, and the apps can't keep up with that. And that's it. Technomedia, that's your expert on cell coverage and internet and all of that. And thank you, Box Van D. And Technomedia even tells you that the towers and the apps and all of that just help you maybe narrow in on it. So my big game plan at this point is to be within an hour of a Starbucks, so that if I have to, even if I'm camped up in the mountains because I need elevation and I'm going to have to check the temperatures, and that's going to be one of my columns on my spreadsheet, I can drive an hour down the mountain or whatever I need to do to get to get to cell signal if I need to. I don't mind that. But to be any further out is just impossible, and no cell phone guarantee, no cell signal guaranteed. So I'm going to map out those 5 things and I'll see where I go. I'm either going northwest, Idaho, or New Mexico. And by that I mean not straight. I mean like through the summer, like meandering, okay? And so I'm either going northwest, straight north, or northeast. And I have to map all of that out to see what my best chances are, because if I do heat too much, like right now I'm outside and there's a breeze and I can stay in the shade, but if I do heat too much, I will end up in the hospital. No, Bandit, I don't know. What are you looking at, buddy? He's trying to look at something, and he's thinking about jumping down because he wants to go get whatever it is he's looking at. What you looking at, buddy? What is it? There's no telling what's over there. And so the Northwest is great, burning up the roads, but again, I have to have signal, and I have to be able to get to it, and I have to be able to get up into elevation. The Northwest is great, and camping. The Northwest is great, but it's often very crowded, and camping isn't available. And so I have to take all of those things into consideration. I'm pretty set on solar because I have a suitcase panel that I can move around if I'm under a tree canopy, and I've got 300 on my watts of solar on my roof. So I'm not too worried about the forest and it ruining my solar, because I hopefully can find a place to park. But camping is, I don't care what anybody tells you, camping is just not available out here like it used to be. I went to, recently I was in Alabama Hills, and y'all will see the video, so I might as well tell you, and I stuck my rig up to the bumper and had to have a tow truck come out. And the tow truck driver said that he grew up there and has lived there his whole life. He's third generation in that area. He said he's never seen it so crowded. And we got there, it was Robert, me, and Joan. When we got there, Tim Untethered, Stanley, and Robin were already there and had a place. And we drove around for over an hour before we found a place to camp because everything was already taken. So camping is just not as readily available as it used to be. And when you get into crowded places like the East or the Northwest, and you want signal and, you want solar and all of that, it really narrows it down. So having said all of that, and Box Van D says, especially if you're pulling anything, and I'm not pulling anything, and my rig's only 23 feet long. So, and if I wanted to travel with anybody, like Joan and I were talking about maybe camping together, and now she's invited another couple, you're lucky if you find a spot for one rig. You add a second rig that's traveling with you, a friend or something, and it's even harder. You add a third rig or so, it just starts getting limited and limited and limited. And so I'm going to do this spreadsheet and I'll figure out where I'm going. But when I finally realized what was really kind of making me mental and getting me depressed, I'm like, I got this. It's going to be difficult, but I can narrow it down. I've got 6 years of experience on doing this, so I will narrow it down. But here's the thing. It's kind of like going to my Cinco de Mayo thing, you guys. I was intimidated to go do something like that by myself, and I'm battling some brain stuff, and I won't let my brain win on this because I know it doesn't make any sense, and it's just my brain injury and scar tissue building up, and I have to battle it because it's not logical. And so I will overcome this. But I have been 5+ years out here in a van. Driving a van and going on off-roads is completely different than what I can do in this RV. I know how to live in a van with a blindfold on. Doing it in a 23-foot RV and going to places I've never been before with a brain injury, just magnifies everything. And Frugal says you got this, and it makes me want to cry because I feel like a newbie, like straight from the beginning, like when I first started out and Bob had to hold my hand with everything. And I'm not. I've got almost 6 years experience. So yes, Frugal, thank you, sweetheart. I can do this, but it is intimidating as hell, and there are a lot of things to consider, and that's if baby girl holds up, which I think she will. I've put a lot of work into her and a lot of money into her, and a lot of you have helped, and she's got 2 more appointments coming up that we're going to make sure that she's good. And look how shiny she is from the polish job that we did. And so everything is good. But oh my God, it's been a lot, and I've been really intimidated by it all. And I have people walking around in the RV park, and they're probably like, "Who the hell is she sitting out there talking to?" But it is so intimidating, and I don't know where I'm going to go yet. It's one of those 3 directions, and it all depends on how it falls out on those 5 things on the spreadsheet. That nope, you got it. It all depends on how it falls out on those 5 things on the spreadsheet. Love you, Frugal. Thank you. RV does look good, doesn't it? They did such a good job on helping me polish her. So the 5 things that I'm going to be tracking, as crazy as it sounds, is 1 is Starbucks, 2 is campsite availability, 3 is elevation. See if I can get this right. 4 is temperatures. 5 is mileage because of my budget. And so I will map that out on a spreadsheet, and I will do that for all 3 routes. So I'm going to have 15 columns of stuff to compare, and it's going to take me several days to do it. But it's the only way I know how to do it, to make an educated decision on what I'm doing that sticks within my budget, sticks within my health limits of what I can do with my brain injury and what my rig can do, and what I need to do to keep my obligations for Friday Night Live and my Saturday morning class that I'll be doing, and for my videos. And so I will do that, and I apologize for the emotions. I sometimes really, when I get emotional on my Friday Night Live, I really get blasted on some of the other channels, but I tried my best to rein it in. So, so thank you all. And let's see. Lynn, New Mexico is one of the routes, and everything in between. I have to consider getting there because I travel very slowly. I cannot take a lot of miles in one day, and so it means everything in between. I will tell you that I'm going to be at the Lollapalooza in Texas in October. Between now and then, when I leave here on the 17th of this month, between there and October, the Lollapalooza, that's what I don't know. And so you guys be sure and stay tuned to Lost on Land again, her channel, for when she announces her Lollapalooza plans. And she will be letting everybody know what that is soon. So we will see you there if you can make it. And thank you all for your kind words. I really appreciate it. Texas lady, $20 super chat tip. Thank you. And she says, thank you for being you. Yes, you can do it. Love your channel. And I'm so glad you're on this journey with us. Thank you. And thank you again for the super chat tip. Val says you are always welcome here. Thank you, Val. And if I go straight north, sweetheart, you betcha, I'm coming your way. And I hope that works out, but it depends on how the spreadsheet works out on the 5 columns. So I'm headed northwest, straight north, or due east. And I'll let you know, Val, and we'll talk by phone between now and then, and because I may be picking yours and Val's, yours and Greg's brain a little bit on filling out my spreadsheet. And I do have my American National Parks Access Pass gray. I'm good to go on that. I have Harvest Host. I'm a member of something else and I can't remember what. I don't have any Thousand Trails or anything like that, so I can't afford in that mileage. This baby eats up all my money for gas. I don't have money left over for fee-based campgrounds. So even if with my American National Parks pass, I can't afford the campgrounds, but I get to go in and sightsee during the day because it would be for free. Texas in October. Yes, Cindy, I will be there. Had I not told you that already? I'm sorry. Let's see. Champagne and heart. I love it, Frugal. Thank you. Which reminds me, I need to take another drink. Ooh, I left my lid off. I got to make sure there's no bugs in my drink because they love this thing. Nope, no bugs. I can take a drink. So, Robert, if I have another topic, please let me know, please. Tony, 1955, don't worry what everyone else thinks, we will always watch you. Thank you. But I also don't want to bring unnecessary drama on my channel by crying, but it's like, some of this stuff, and some of you are so kind to me when I'm having such a hard time that it's really hard. It really touches my heart, and I can't help but cry and it's just gratitude and being so overwhelmed. It's like writing my book, being so overwhelmed. Oh, these gnats. Being so overwhelmed with emotions, remembering how far I've come, and you know, the doctor's saying that I might see 2016, but I wouldn't know it, indicating that I'd be a vegetable and wouldn't know it. And here I am coming into 2021, and my biggest problem is figuring out where to go. And I have these wonderful people telling me wonderful things on my channel. It just sometimes I think, oh my God, I'm so blessed. And everybody should get a second lease on life like I've been given. Everybody should. And I'm sorry, but these gnats, I'm going to lose my mind here in a minute and start cussing at them. My departure status and why I'm delayed. Thank you, Robert. If I forget that here in a minute, please remind me again. Let's see. Box Van D, thank you, sweetheart. She says, once I decide, I will be fine. Yeah, once I get it all laid out and I can see the numbers and I can see the mileage and know what campsites I can go to and by campsites, I don't mean RV parks or campgrounds. I mean, camping that will work for me for weather-wise and mileage-wise for my budget, then yes, I think I'll be fine, Box Vendi. And that's what I realized today, sweetheart. It's been like making me so mental. And then I realized what it was, and I was like, I got this. I'll do a spreadsheet and write it out and figure it out, and then I'll be okay. And so yes, I figured that out. It's like once I think I ate a bug. How gross is that? I think a gnat flew into my mouth. But once I figure it out, I'll be okay. Let's see. Got a tear rolling down my cheek. How embarrassing. Driving Miss Daisy. Thank you, Freddie. You're so cute. Take another drink. Okay, Frugal, I'll take another drink. Frugal said take another drink, so I do what Frugal says. So, Christine, you just asked a question. Let me see if I can catch it, sweetheart, and see what you're asking. Let's see. Is Debra's spreadsheets in one of her, but I haven't even created it yet, Christy. I'm talking about, I just now realized today, I have been so depressed and getting bogged down with trying to write my book and everything, and I finally realized what I needed to do. And so it's not in any of my books because I just now realized today how to create it and what I needed to do. And so it may be, and maybe I'll include it in my How Being a Nomad Saved My Life, because there is a chapter in there. It's outlined and everything, and I've already written almost 5 of the 9 chapters. But one of the chapters is going to be the tools and everything that I've learned out here that have helped me stay out here and helped keep my independence. Bendito. Y'all don't know what he's barking at, but my dog just went after a lizard. Cindy and Mike, y'all remember the lizard that he talked to in your yard for like 35 minutes? Anyway, so that's kind of funny. Oh, Kathy Harris, I hope this helps you. KOKO, thank you. Yes, it will. You know what? The finances help more than I can say. I don't sell my books to a publishing house. I don't have enough subscribers to make very much money on YouTube. So every little bit that you guys give me, donate to me to support me, absolutely helps me. And I know I'm probably going to get blasted for that by some people on other channels and trolls, but I don't care. I want you to know how much it does help me. And it's not just the finances, it's the love and support, and it's what I don't get from family members that have disowned me because I used to live in a van. They don't even know I'm in an RV now because they disowned me for living in a van. Or they disowned me when I became disabled and I wasn't making the big bucks anymore. And then I have viewers like you and wonderful family members that join me every Friday night, like Kathy. I'm looking at Kathy's super chat tip, like Cindy and Mike and my nieces that are usually on here, and my good friends Frugal and Dan and Robert and Carol and all the people that show me love and support, that make up for the people that have gone away in my life because they don't agree with me or this lifestyle or what I do anymore. And so it's thank you from the bottom of my heart for the super chat tips, but thank you everyone for the love and the support that you give me. Because when I go and I do things by myself, like starting to travel in an RV to unknown places, or go to a Cinco de Mayo thing just because I'm too scared to, and I make myself do it and everything, I carry each and every one of you with me, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart and sincerely. And Henrietta says she's coming to Lollapalooza. I'm so glad to hear that. Be sure and watch Lost on Land again for her announcement so you know when and where it's going to be. You liked my hair shorter, but it's beautiful either way. Well, thank you, Jean. I feel more feminine, and I like it better longer, so you're going to have to put up with it longer because I'm not done letting it grow yet. Nana Cat, good to see you on here, baby girl. Lynn McKenzie says, remember to breathe. I will try. I will try. Breathe and drink. How's that? I'll breathe and drink. Hold on. Make sure there's no bugs. I had a lid on it this time. So I love my home. I'm so proud of it. You guys, I want to paint it and do so many things. And and I just can't wait to do an updated tour for you. Yes, Deborah Alderman, feel the fear and do it anyway if at all possible. Some days are better than others, and I get that. Box Van D, that doesn't say that I don't have to. No worries, Christine. Thank you, sweetheart. You can ask any questions anytime. I'm an open book. And if anybody has any any questions, please be sure to ask me. And Tony 1955 says, don't worry, be happy. Life is too short and everything will work out. I agree. Life is short. I of all people can speak to that personally. And that don't worry, be happy. I am never, ever a proponent of ignoring challenges and the emotions that come up around them. That smacks a little bit of tighten your belt and get over it. And I know, Tony, I know you, and I know that's not how you meant that. But that don't worry, be happy, yeah, that's a great song, and it's a great mantra, and I only was down and struggling for a few days, and my friends were there for me until I could figure out what it was and what I need to do. And now that I know what I need to do to figure it out and get this mental state over with, I see a bunny, but y'all aren't going to be able to see it. It went behind bushes. I'm always happy. And worry never accomplishes anything. I get that. But I also never, ever, ever believe in denying emotions and challenges that you're going through and allowing feelings, whatever they are. Wallowing is a different thing. I don't agree with that. But this business about just, bucking up and moving on and not letting things get to you, I just want to say that there's a fine line there. And I know what you meant, and I take it as the encouragement that you meant. But I also want people to know that it's okay to express when you're having a hard time, and that it's okay to feel hard times. And you just keep on keeping on anyway. And I know that that's what you meant. Let's see, Ginger Snap Judy, love you too. Anyway, I can't find that, Tony, there you go. So Tony 1955, I agree with you, and everything always does work out, and keep on keeping on. I just wanted to say that for anybody hearing us talk about that we're not saying just buck up and get over it, and I know that's not what you meant. So let's see, breathe and repeat. Yeah, breathe and oh, you love my hair. Thank you, Frugal. I pulled that up earlier today while I was getting ready for the live chat. Sorry, I have neighbors that they have three. I don't understand it. It's just two young people, and they have three loud vehicles. They don't put mufflers on them. Or they shorten the mufflers, and it's like, why do you do that? I'm sorry. I'll just never understand it. And then they have to gun it right as they drive by people's houses. It's just crazy. Okay, so Robert is reminding me that my fourth topic, I'm not going to get to all my topics tonight, am I? I'm way past due. Frugal was telling me earlier, that's a lot of topics. You're not going to make it. And I was like, yes, I will. You'll see. But no, maybe I won't. Lynn McKenzie, thank you. She says she sent me a PayPal tip so YouTube doesn't take too much of it. I appreciate it either way, PayPal or YouTube, and I appreciate that. And Tony, I know you didn't mean anything bad. For anybody else reading that, I wanted to clarify, but I knew where your heart was, Tony. Thank you. Yes, validation of feelings wherever you are, and you keep on keeping on no matter what. Let's see. Oh, there's a bug. I got it. Let's see. My departure status. Thank you guys, both Robert and Carol. I appreciate it. Let me just make sure. All right. So I appreciate everything you guys are saying. Can y'all hear them? They're way over on the highway now and gunning it, and you can still hear it. It's like, that's why sticks and bricks, I don't think I could ever live in sticks and bricks again. Because, I'm here, this is my docking station, and I don't think those people will stick around very long. I don't see them staying here. But it's like, Why do you have to be obnoxious neighbors? I just hate it. And that's the thing when you buy sticks and bricks. If you get stuck with obnoxious, hateful, awful, loud neighbors that you can't stand, you're stuck with them. What I do, turn the key and go. Okay, my departure status and why I'm delayed. I would have normally been out of here when all my friends left. Everybody's gone. I'll name them off. Okay, Gray's on here. She's gone. Tim Untethered, Stanley, Robin, Tracy, Robert, Joan. I know I'm missing some. They're all gone. And the reason that I'm still here, uh-oh, there went my drink cap. Uh-oh, wind's really blowing. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to hold that. Okay, the reason that I can't talk because now I only have one hand. And I know what I can do. Hold on, there. I'll put that on there. Maybe that'll stay. Because I have to have my hand to talk. Okay, so the reason I'm delayed is I have one more doctor appointment, and I did have two, but I got it down. Got one more left, and that's on Monday. And on Tuesday they're putting the water heater in, and and I've got a belt loose under the engine, and that's getting checked on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, something's wrong with my brakes again, and the original people that did it are going to look at that, and my carburetor. And after that, she should be ready to go. Now, I don't want to hit the road on the 13th. I'm sorry about the wind, you guys. I don't want to hit the road on the 13th because that's too close to having all that work done. I want to be able to try her out a little bit before I hit the road. So that's why I've scheduled the 17th. So that's why I'm delayed on hitting the road, because I want to make sure that I'm safe and all that is taken care of. So let's see. People are wonderful. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Yeah, maybe I can address them next week. Let's see. Robert, what are my next subjects so I know whether or not I need to stop and maybe pick them up next week? So, people are wonderful. I believe people are wonderful. Sorry, Mike, I think people are wonderful. Just some are knuckleheads. Okay, thank you, Robert. How my docking station may be contributing to depression. This is nothing compared to my heroes and heroines. A shout out to the real badasses. And the truth shall set you free. Val Smith says, smart girl, thank you. I'm going to run through 5, 6, and 7. Well, y'all tell me, do you want to cut it off for tonight, or do you want me to run through 5, 6, and 7 real fast? I'll wait to hear from you. What do y'all want me to do? You want me to cut it off? Or you want me to, Robert says go for it. What about somebody else? Y'all want me to go through 5, 6, and 7 real fast, or shut her down for the night? Because I've been on here a while. I'm fine, but I want to know what my viewers want to do, because there's 153 of you on here. Ginger Snap Judy, yes. What does that mean? Okay, go for it. All right, do at least number 5, Lynn says. Okay, y'all are saying go for it, so here I go. All right, backing back up. How my docking station may be contributing to depression. Okay, so first of all, I figured out why I've been getting so depressed, and it was the writing and the not being able to figure out where I was going to go and what I was going to do. But I got that down. But also, you guys, oh my God, it's already in the upper 90s here, and I'm at my docking station, and I've got more work to be done on my rig. It has felt a lot like last summer when I was trapped here in 120 to 130 degree temperatures. I have blankets all around the inside of my RV. I couldn't get out after 7 in the morning or before 11 at night. So from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Bandit and I were stuck inside the RV with the air conditioner having to be turned off and on because it was freezing up and not working. And just being here. And then when I started struggling with the mental stuff and getting depressed, it felt like I was stuck back in last summer. And once I realized that, I'm like, I'm not stuck. I'm going to leave here on the 17th, and I'll be okay. But I didn't realize it. But it's like even my muscle memory, everything was relating to being here at my docking station in this hot weather, like I was stuck last summer. And oh my God, I don't ever wish that on anybody. Now the other people, there were only 4 other people that stayed in the park all summer, And the other 3 had running vehicles, and my friend Lynn sent me her car, which I was so grateful for, but I couldn't go anywhere. And so I was literally stuck here. I went like that, but I meant like stuck here. I mean, and so I've been having kind of PTSD from that, but I'm over it. I'm not stuck here, and I'm going to town. Actually, Monday I don't have to go to town. It's a conference, a Zoom call with my doctor and nurse. I don't. They just made that. They called me today, and I'm not sure what's up with that. But that I have that on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be in town, and the wind is really starting to blow. Y'all remember that I used to have a boobies here, right? Haboobs, Debra's haboobies. All right, so I'm not going to be able to drink that anymore because sand's going to get in that. But that's okay. I'm almost done anyway. We're almost done. So let's see. So that's what that one was. Okay, now I gotta scroll back. I love you guys. Thank y'all for encouraging me. Okay, so that was that one. Okay, number 6. This is nothing. All of this that I've listed tonight is nothing compared to my heroes and heroines, and a shout out to the real badasses. Okay, so Angelique, my writing partner, she has RA, and she has 2 disabled kids that are dependent on her, and she is moving cross country in a van, and she's never driven anything like that big before in her life, and she's doing it all herself, and she's a hero of mine. My cousins have been going through a bunch of crap, and they're heroes of mine. I mean, everywhere I turn, and some of you have listed some of the stuff you're going through tonight. I've got friends that have cancer. I've got friends that are just facing all kinds of stuff, and they all do it with their heads held high and as much grace as can be mustered, and with far more obstacles than what I'm facing. And they're the true heroes and heroines, and my hat is just off to you. And when I think that I am having such a hard time, or I'm wondering how I'm going to cope with what, all the what ifs, what happens if I break down, and blah 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 blah, and all of that stuff, those are the heroines and the heroes that carry me through, and the real badasses. And I just want to say thank you for being my heroes and my inspiration, and I love you so much, and just keep on keeping on. And if you don't have a hero in your life, and I'm not talking about God, everybody's got, well, not everybody, but spiritual leaders and God. I'm not talking about that. I'm not trying to get into religion, but I'm talking about people that you can look up to, because somebody is going through something more than you are. Find them, look up to them, follow their example. Are they doing it with grace? Are they doing it with love? Are they doing it with a gratitude in their heart? And if they are, then follow their example, because that's what I have to do in my life. And let's see. Oh, good. Thank you. Number 7. I appreciate it. And thank you, Carol. And hi, Debra Collard. Welcome, sweetheart. And yeah, the depression. And somebody asked me earlier what medicine I'm on. When I was going through clinical depression after all of my first the brain injury, and then the brain surgery, and even through all of the childhood stuff that I dealt with early on in my adult life, I was on antidepressants, but I'm not now, and I'm very grateful for that. So I wanted to clarify that. I don't have anything against the medicines. I'm just happen to not be on them now. And I was getting depressed, but mine is episodic, and I've been able to have enough people and support in my life that I can figure out what it is that is making me be mental, and I am very blessed that I can work through it, and that I also have a spiritual base. If I didn't and I needed medicine, I would not hesitate to go to my doctor and get it. So I hope that clears that up. The truth shall set you free. Okay, so the other night I watched a great movie called Conspiracy Theory, and there's a great exchange between the bad guy, which is played by Captain Picard from Star Trek. I can't think of Jean-Luc Picard on Star Trek, and I can't think of his real name now, but that he's the bad guy in the movie Conspiracy Theory, and of course Julia Roberts is the good girl, and they have an exchange. One time he tells her the truth shall set you free, and then later in the movie she bounces it back to him that the truth shall set you free. And I just want to say that, and it goes back to kind of what we talked about a little bit earlier on this, about the truth shall set you free. Being honest and transparent and vulnerable and raw, and Brene Brown talks about that a lot. But facing the truth, whatever it is, finding out what's making you afraid, finding out about whether you're a nomad or in sticks and bricks, finding out about what you're hiding from or what you're shrinking from, and stepping into the light instead, and living life large and as an example for God and the light and love that can be. The truth always sets you free. And that doesn't matter whether trolls jump on you or people hate you or people fall out of your lives. I've lost 3 key people in my lives just in the last 2 weeks. And I will always try to be truthful. I will always try to step up to what is true in my life. And people either hang with that or they don't. And in that, there should always be love. I'm not talking about being crass or hurtful or sticking it to the man. I'm talking about standing in truth and light and love and grace. And I try to do this on this channel. I fall short. I know I do. But I appreciate those of you that are with me and see what I'm trying to do and the example that I'm trying to be, and the transparency that I'm trying to say. I'm doing this with a brain injury, and some days it's not easy. And you guys are the ones that lift me up and keep me going. And I appreciate that. And I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for being on this journey with me. And so there, I got through it. I know that I went longer than I normally do. And thank you for being here with me tonight. If you want to do anything for me, it's helped my channel grow by sharing videos. If you watch them and you like them, please share them. And that will help me more than anything. So I'm at 12,000, I think, which is just a miracle. And I'd love to have a couple of more zeros behind that. And so thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for the super chat tips. And like Cindy has said, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. And if you're like me and you didn't have a good mother, which I did not, it's a wonder that I made it even to 5 years old, let alone to 50 plus. I'm in my 60s now, but to make it through my childhood was a miracle because of the mother I had. But there are good mothers out there, and Beverly, Cindy's mother, Mike's mother-in-law, was one of them. You can celebrate mothers everywhere because they're what gave us each other, right? If we weren't born, we wouldn't know each other. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. I love you, and keep on keeping on. We'll see you down the road, everybody. Bye. I got to remember how to turn this off now. Oh, there it is. Stay safe out there, you guys. Love you. You want to say bye? Huh? You saying bye? Bye, everybody.